Yo, everybody, it's Master Games 22, and welcome back to the Lunchbox. I have today my fellow members. Go ahead and present yourselves, people.
The Amazing Christian Man 92.
The Amazing D-Man 761, also born in 92.
No Magic 1, not 92.
He does not put the 92.
No, not more than 92.
Who do you think you are, not being born in the best year?
I'm sorry. Not the best year.
It's very unrespectful.
We'll talk about that next episode, because I've got some things to say.
Alright, so we're currently finished watching the PS5 Reveal / Game Showcase, and we just wanted to go over the games real quick and give our opinions on what we've seen so far, yada yada yada. So I'm gonna actually start it off with us talking about the very beginning, which was Grand Theft Auto 5 for the next generation. What do y'all think about that?
First off, number one, whoever really thought that they was not gonna port this to PlayStation 5, ridiculous. Like, how many times they ported this game? What? This gotta be their fourth time. Like, come on, like they're not gonna give up on this game anytime soon. And you know the crazy thing about it is people are gonna still buy it, even if they still have it. They're gonna buy it. So
very true when they're giving it for free.
Yeah, if it's free, but yeah,
it is going to be free. They said they're giving it out to people for free, and for the next months until launch, they're going to be giving $1 million to people each month.
That's if you only got the if you already have it.
Oh yeah, if you already have it on the PlayStation 4. Yeah.
Ridiculous, effing ridiculous.
I'd be okay if this was the 5th time they were releasing this game.
The 5th time.
That's just me.
You don't even have that game, do you?
No, I don't.
I couldn't remember what
I have an opinion regardless.
Fair enough. Opinions are welcomed here. So, we're not going to stray too long on this. So, yeah, it is what it is. They're trying to make more money off of this game. They're going to bleed it dry until the end of time. But there was actually another game to look forward to after that hallmark of a start. Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Spider-Man.
So I'll go first and say I initially thought it was gonna be the 2099 Spider-Man when I was looking from like a distance at first, and then I saw that it was like the black and red suit, and at first I was thinking, okay, so maybe are they like, doing like a costume showcase? Like, is this like supposed to be another type of alternate Spider-Man that goes evil or something? But then I realized, as soon as the arms started to like rip apart of the suit, I realized it was Miles Morales, and I got instantly hype. I'm sure it's different for all y'all. Y'all probably knew right away, most of y'all.
Yeah, that was the red and black suit for me was kind of a huge giveaway. I for one am extremely excited for that game. I'm curious on how they're gonna do his little side story, since it's its own like it's its own like video game. It's not like a standalone game. It's just I guess at one point, whenever they decide to discuss the game again, we won't know until then. But, because I'm kind of confused too. First they said it was expansion, and they cleared it up. Oh, it's a standalone game.
I'm saying, where did you hear that it was an expansion from?
The same sources that said that it was
IGN.
a standalone. IGN, Comic Book Resources, and then I don't know if it was the producer or the creator of the game, or ahead of Insomniac when they was like, it's a standalone game. So
yeah, I'm gonna go with the guys making the game.
Yeah,
not
the actual developer.
The guy made the game says it's a standalone game. That's what I'm rocking.
According to this source, Spider-Man Miles Morales is a standalone, quote-unquote standalone game and the next adventure in the Marvel's Spider-Man universe, developer Insomniac Games said Friday morning, in an attempt to dispel confusion over the nature of the PlayStation 5 title revealed Thursday during Sony's Future of Gaming event. I think Sony, prior to their statement here, Sony kind of said that it was an expansion, and that's where the confusion lies.
Yeah.
But Insomniac made it clear that it is a standalone
It is a standalone game. All right.
Okay. All right. Cool. That clears up a lot then. So, game looks great. You know, if you played the Spider-Man before, expect a lot of interesting quirks because this is going to be Miles Morales, and he actually has some slightly different abilities. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure a lot of people are. And I mean, the amazing Christian man. What can I say?
Yeah. Right. That's right.
So next game happens to be Gran Turismo. Turismo 7.
All I'm saying
I
is
butchered the hell out the name, but
It's alright.
all I'm saying for that game, all I'm saying is if it's not Need for Speed Underground, I don't care about it. So you know.
I mean,
But
if
it's
it ain't
Gran
Midnight
Turismo.
Club, I don't care about it.
Yeah, I don't care about it.
As you can tell, we're very niche racing games fans. The specific franchises we like, and other than that, we don't really play racing games. As you can tell.
Yeah.
Gran
Unless-
Turismo is so
The
iconic.
last racing game literally
is.
I played was Need for Speed Underground 2. That was the last one.
But I can speak on just from what I've seen of Gran Turismo. It looked like the graphics look even more polished. They got the interiors of the car looking very detailed with the textures and everything. I think it's a nice improvement. It's a step forward for the racing, the car simulator fans out there. I think you'd like it, just from what I've seen.
When did the last one come out?
I
I'm not
honestly
sure.
have no
They
idea.
had Gran Turismo Sport out, but that wasn't exactly a
right.
That was different.
So that was 2017. Okay, the last, I guess, numbered Gran Turismo was back in 2013. That was a while ago. So
I didn't even know. I honestly thought they were like even beyond this. I'm not gonna even lie. I thought they were like past 7. I thought they were like at 13 or something,
Nah.
This ain't Final Fantasy.
which is at like 15.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool that they managed to make it look as polished as it did. I was making the
Get
joke
better.
that the game looked funny enough for a company that always is showing a car game. Xbox. This game was presented even in a better way than how Xbox showcased their car game on their presentation. So, something to say. The amount of money that they put into the amount of money that they put into make these little presentations of a car, and then they show the game and stuff. But anyway, that's that game. Let's go to a game that I think we're all more interested in, and that has to be Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. So go ahead, Darius.
That looks really fun. I am definitely digging this. I don't know what you call it, but this, like, I guess,
Pixar.
no, the mechanic of like going through different universes in a way that's like very seamless.
Yeah,
Like through the use of portals.
The
Like I want to see
shipping.
how they successfully do that with the power of the console and how like loading times are affected, or if it's just straight up very seamless, like just no
Talking
load
about Ratchet
times
and
or
Clank now.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Graphically, I mean, I don't know if they were showing us actual gameplay or if it's all just, you know, CGI.
They did show us the actual gameplay.
They did?
from
Okay.
In that thing.
And then
Yeah,
they
that
got
was-
deeper later on with it.
Yeah, that everything they showed us was basically a tech demo showing us the power of it being
Oh,
able to
okay.
load stuff really quick.
Yeah.
From
Okay.
what I've seen, and then they had revolved the whole gameplay mechanic around the fact that they can do that with the whole swiping into next part of the stage and dimensions and everything. I am a big Ratchet and Clank fan. I love most of them. I don't know about all of them.
All for One was garbage.
This will literally be the first one the second one I've ever played. Download one for the PlayStation 4 right now. I am pretty excited for the game too. I think it's cool. It's a good experience. For me, because I've heard so much good things about the game. And Sony developed it, right? So if so, like,
Yeah.
Insomniac.
Are they still developing Ratchet and Clank? I thought. Okay.
No,
I
I
thought they
was
gave it to
talking
someone.
about. I'm talking about the
Okay.
franchise in general. So, if Insomniac has never disappointed me before, so I am all for it.
Rift apart. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed by. So I'm looking at the gameplay footage, and I'm disappointed that it's still 30 frames per second. I mean, it looks nice, but come on, a 3D platformer needs.
Did they
to
say
be
whether or not they're gonna make it 60?
Yeah, I think most of the games on PS5 going to be 60, but the whole presentation was in 30 frames per second.
That's
so I don't
true.
know.
They did give us a warning that almost all the games that
The whole presentation was 30
be
frames
shown
per
in 30 frames.
Yeah,
but
like the
that
stream
doesn't
was-
necessarily mean that it's gonna stay at that.
second. Yeah, the
Gotcha.
whole stream was 30.
So the
frames.
gameplay demo that I'm looking at here is probably just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
The whole
Okay,
stream
well,
was
that's good
30
to know.
frames per second for the
Yeah.
presentation. Yeah.
Yeah, had a lot of
okay.
Ratchet and Clank games too.
Yeah, tons of them. Oh my
I
gosh!
only remember
But
playing 3 of them.
it's been, again, we haven't had a new Ratchet and Clank game since 2013, and that was a reboot of the original. So truly, it's been a while.
Yeah, this is supposed to be continuing the story from where it last left off, right?
The
I mean,
reboot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, no. I'm talking about this game for the PS5. Like the reboot was a remake of the first one, but like
right.
unless like, do you think they're like discounting the whole story?
This new one?
Yeah,
This
like-
new one, I think it's a whole different story, but they're going through
So they're not continuing the story from
dimensions and stuff.
where it last left off in the
From the
originals.
previous ration I have no clue.
Yeah.
Well, those in the
Might
comments can
include-
go ahead and tell us.
It might include different aspects of stories from the previous ones because it looked like it's interdimensional travel. So
Yeah, because like the last one that was kind of similar was in terms of like dimension travel or
could be
time travel was
timeline
Nexus. I think.
This looks really good.
conversion. Yeah,
Can't
could
wait.
be timelines conversion.
Yeah. So
Is Rift Apart a sexual innuendo?
No,
Damn,
are you
not a
are
rest
you sure?
apart.
I was hoping.
Rest apart? No.
I wish they continued doing that.
Sexual innuendo.
You know,
Is that
like
what- is that
up your
what-
arsenal, going commando.
I mean, Sackboy is though. But we'll talk about that.
We'll get there. All right. Moving on to the next game. There's not too much we could say on it because we only got like 30 seconds of it, really. Project Athea.
I'm interested in that game, man. Let me tell you, man, I'm interested in that game.
Go ahead, Christian. Go
The
ahead.
game looks awesome. Yeah, it's pretty good, man. I don't know what the story be about, but yeah, I'm interested.
The game looks interesting, but considering the fact it doesn't even have a title yet, I'm not sweating.
Yeah.
It's nowhere near close to being out.
Yeah. That was like, I think that was the first game that said 22, didn't it?
I don't know if it even had a date. I
think that game said 22.
might have.
Well, regardless, correct me if I'm wrong. Is the protagonist, at least what seems like the protagonist, is she black?
Woman of color.
It was kind of hard. I was looking and I was trying
Well,
to tell her she was like Asian or if she was.
I don't think
black.
so.
She don't look black to me, not at all.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Like that's pretty cool. We got two black protagonists showcased in the direct. It's all good. Regardless, the game looks still fun.
Yeah.
Come on, we got a Lombax.
Yeah, that's as much diversity as we need.
True shit.
But you know what game we should be talking about though? Game we should be talking about?
Hold on,
Fast
hold on.
and Furious.
We are not. That is not even on the list. That is not even
Not even
close
on the
to any kind of list. to look into, and we will not stray too long on this topic. Moving on to the next game. Another game that
Speaking of Stray.
I don't have. Yeah, Stray. There's a game called Stray coming out with a cat. It seems like the premise is that you travel around this town delivering packages to people and interacting with the environment. I don't really have too much to say about it. It's
Feline Death Stranding.
Yeah. Well, actually, it kind of looks like Feline. What's the name of that series that takes place in the future that is like a classic? It's
Wow, that
I know.
was such a great description.
I know. Shit, it's not clicking in my head.
Do you play as the cat? Like,
Yes,
it's just is this like a pussy simulator of some sort?
A pussy simulator. Sign me up. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean,
Yes, and you can customize the hairs.
I like he tried to pretend like he didn't hear any of that. Good. Moving on.
Alright.
no gameplay on that game, so yeah.
Oh man.
Next game. I thought this game, Returnal is the name of it. I thought this game was actually made by the developers who made Dead Space.
Death Stranding?
No,
Oh,
Dead Space.
Gotcha.
I was trying to do research on it, but it doesn't seem like it, which is weird because they said they were going to present a game at the conference, the game showcase, and to keep an eye out for it, and it was going to be horror based. This is the closest game that I've seen from the whole presentation that was doing a horror based concept and doesn't belong to like Capcom. So that's some pre-telling right there. But what do y'all think of it, Returnal?
Are you literally playing as a middle-aged woman?
Yeah.
You're playing as
That's
Carrie,
different.
and she's stuck in a death loop.
Well, the thing is with Returnal, it looks interesting, like the atmosphere and everything looks interesting.
Yeah,
I'm not a big shooter guy, so as soon as I saw it was a shooter, I kind of
you kind of
dwindled
got
it
turned
down
off a little bit. Yeah.
for me. But concept seems fun, interesting. I like
Yeah.
horror.
Another cool thing about it is that you can apparently each time that you die, or I think if you die enough times, it changes up the environment entirely. So I think that's a cool showcase of the PlayStation 5's power if they can actually pull that off. Like it literally was showing us like it going from like a spacey rock area to looking like a place on Mars in the same exact area and such.
Yeah, Mars doesn't look like a spacey rock either.
And they had like a green grass field that looked like it was like by a farm on Earth and stuff. So like it seems like your character is slowly losing their mind as they continuously die in this loop, and they have to find a answer to get out of it.
Can relate.
Oh my god, that's deep. Christian, what did you get the chance to look a little bit at it?
At
Returnal.
yeah, that game. Not gonna lie to you, I did not look at that game. I don't really have any interest in the game.
Okay. It's fair enough. I already told you the concept, so like
Yeah.
you
Not really.
want to take a look at it? You got it.
Is it because you're playing as a middle-aged lady?
It's just
Just kidding. Ooh, I like this next
Sack
one.
boy.
Zach Boys.
Yep. Let's go ahead and jump
Back.
into it.
Zach boy.
So
Zach boy.
go ahead, Darius.
I think it looks like if you took Little Big Planet and Super Mario 3D World and combined the two,
Yep.
this is exactly what you would get. And honestly, like I'm a big 3D platformer fan. Like I love the glory days of the PlayStation days with the 3D platforming and
Yeah.
all that shit. It doesn't look groundbreaking by any means, but it looks like a pretty good time. So frame rate is top notch, 60 frames, liking that. It just it looks very linear. I like that though. I know a lot of people will be disappointed because it's not a traditional Little Big Planet game. I mean, Little Big Planet is not in the title; is a straight up
Sack boy.
3D platformer. So There isn't going to be any level building unless they decide to announce something like that.
So it hasn't
as far
been
as I
announced
know.
yet.
Right. I don't know if it's even going to be a thing. Like, I could be wrong, but
Because if
yeah.
they do that, that's gonna be. I was telling
That'd be
them
cool.
the others. I feel like that would be like a one up on Nintendo's Super Mario Maker. Because
not quite. Well, go ahead. Sorry.
Because Sackboy doesn't have the history of Mario. So.
Right. He's not iconic.
They've been building. I mean, you can been building stuff in Little Big Planet forever, but it's not like, oh, I can build one world 1-1 again and make it,
Yeah, but what I'm getting at, well, all right, let me rephrase that. It'll be like something they can slightly have, because like something that Nintendo hasn't managed to pull off with their Mario Makers yet is the ability to utilize a 3D platforming level maker. And if Sackboy actually goes ahead and lets you customize levels, I can see that being really cool, especially with the fact that it's put into
Mario Maker 2 didn't have 3D World in it.
It has 3D World, but it's in a 2D. It's still in 2D in terms of side scrolling.
Right?
Yeah, side scrolling.
They just turned 3D World and made it a 2D side scroller.
Yeah,
which
but
actually works really well, but that's a
course.
topic for another day.
Yeah. But I just think it would be cool if like they take that extra step, even if it's not at launch, to make us be able to like customize the levels and see what people come up with in the 3D
I just
space.
think Little Big Planet is so underappreciated now. Like, I think the last game sold really poorly, which sucks because these games are so charming. They have a lot going for them, and I would hate to see this franchise die.
I don't think they will
Looks
die.
like Sony really believes in it, putting money behind it.
True.
That's good.
It has a fan base.
Yeah. I mean, like, really and truly, they're probably more focused on Dreams, because Dreams is also doing good, which, funny enough, kind of describes what I was just talking about being able to create your own. Like, that's like a real, if anything, I think that's probably like the competitor for Super Mario Maker, because you can literally make anything in that.
Right.
But yeah, game looks fun. I'm interested in it. Didn't know you was a big Little Big Planet fan, Darius.
Oh yeah, definitely. When I bought a PS3, like, that was the first game I had, and I had such a great time on that. Good. Yeah, I did not make many levels though. I spent a lot of time on the campaign, strangely enough, but it was a great time.
Christian, did you have anything you want to say about the game?
Sackboy looks creepy.
Man, what are you talking about? He's a brown, wrinkled. Well, yeah.
Please.
He's a brown, wrinkly sack.
All I'm saying is I would set him on fire if I saw him in real life.
Well,
He would set you on fire first. Don't fuck with Sackboy.
you can customize him to look cool. You can make him look like Zach if you wanted.
We here at the Lunchbox do not promote arson.
Especially to little brown sacky things.
Oh my god.
Quote unquote. Anyway, we can move on to the next game.
Can I?
Destruction All Stars.
You skipped the whole game.
Yes.
Yes, I did.
I guess I'll take the lead on this. Coming from a fan of Destruction Derby from the original PlayStation, I would play this. I always liked Destruction Derby. Twisted Metal. It's not Twisted Metal, obviously, because it's nowhere near as dark and doesn't have the weapons. But from this, I like car destruction games. I know you're talking about racing games earlier, but I enjoy the car destruction games.
Yeah, the kart games and the destruction-based games. I can't remember a game I played. It wasn't Twisted Metal. Some other game that was.
You never played
similar.
Destruction Derby on the original PlayStation?
I gotta look at it. Maybe that's the one I was playing. I know I was playing it on PlayStation though. I played Twisted Metal before, and I know it wasn't that I was thinking about. But yeah,
Is Burn?
Go ahead.
Is Burnout considered a destruction game?
I mean, it's a racing game that you can also destroy people's cars in.
Okay, I was gonna say that's the only one I was interested.
Yeah, because it has modes in which it's specifically about causing as much destruction as you can.
Yeah, this looks really dope.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it right now.
Esports game.
I like the concept of it. That you can like get out your cart and still like be able to do shit.
Oh my gosh, that's dangerous.
I think that there's a lot of potential with it. They even found a way to put some parkour in there and stuff with running on the walls and stuff. Christian, did you see it yet?
Yeah, it's clear he wants this to be the next esports title.
Christian,
Cool.
if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Life is life.
You guys are kind of breaking up.
You're breaking up.
What about now, Christian?
Yeah, it's good. Now, what did you say?
Destruction All Stars.
I'm basically it's exactly what you just said, Joe. Like, I like car destruction games too. Definitely interesting considering there's no weapons. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
See how
the weapons are the card themselves.
yeah, so that's kind of like a Burnout type of feel.
But apparently, you can also still like jump on the cars and
Jump
do
on the
damage and
cars.
stuff, or hijack the car and stuff. And all that.
That's
Kind of like
so-
Halo with kicking someone out of there.
yeah. So
Warthog.
that's kind of interesting. I'm very interested in the game, and is it? It's basically going to be like an over the top. Well, ironically, an over the top Burnout. So that's kind of cool.
Is it?
Burnout. Oh man,
Wait. Diving into that, is it actually a top-down view type of thing?
No, he's saying over the top as in it's crazy.
Oh,
It is
okay. I was about to
crazy,
say,
yeah.
I was like, I
Crazy.
swear it was third person.
Not over.
Nah.
Oh,
You were the only person who thought that.
oh my god.
it's all good. But I'm
Those
interested
in
in
the
seeing
chat,
what
let us know in the comments if you actually thought what he thought about it being an over-the-top camera view, and the amazing Christian man said that. We know who to ban.
Moving on.
But before we move on, Joe, do you think this game's gonna be better than Burnout?
I mean, it's not a race like Burnout. You still raced. This
Yeah.
game's not.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean you
So
raced,
So it's
but it's
hard
like you're
to
causing
say,
destruction.
but this is definitely they're definitely aiming for this to be a esports game. They're
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah,
aiming for
Yeah.
I definitely get
Yeah.
that feel.
I can
Lots
see
of
that,
streamers and
yeah, just
all
for the
that
aesthetic and everything.
That's what Valorant is currently.
yeah.
I don't really know too much about it. But
Yeah.
anyway.
All right, let's move on to the main game. Kenna.
All right, before you
can
go
tell you're excited
spill,
about-
Christian, let me
Yeah.
just go ahead and say this game honestly looks like a daggone Pixar movie to me. It's amazing how
yes.
well they made this game look. But I
Mulan.
will pass it to you. Go ahead, because I know you want to talk about
Oh
it.
man, this game looks kind of cool. Like it definitely does reminisce of Pixar. Definitely, you are absolutely right, which makes the game even more better. Because it's like you're playing the Pixar game. So I really like the combat. I like the obviously the animation. The animation's awesome. The staff. I like the staff because it reminds me of Star Fox Adventures. That staff, only it's a lot cooler because it kind of turns into a bow, a little energy bow and arrow. That's cool. I like the environment, and it's like that. Sean, what's that game where you play like this little boy and you kind of like exploring like a cave or some shit like that?
Legend of Zelda.
Not Legend of Zelda.
Cave Story.
It's for PlayStation 4. I can't remember what game it was.
Are you
He
talking
looked like
about?
Huh?
Did he have to draw to go through the cave and stuff and all that?
I think so. Yeah.
I know. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
If anything, I'll put it on screen for y'all to know what it
But but I think the game is interesting. So I'm looking forward to that game.
Yeah,
I
These-
got
Go ahead,
Legend
Joe.
of Zelda / Pikmin vibes from it.
I knew he
Yeah.
was gonna say that because everybody said Pinkman. I didn't really think
Those
too
are little
much.
black
Only
monsters.
it's the little things following her around.
Yeah.
Pikmin.
I
That's the
didn't
only
really
game
think-
I
Yeah.
can think of where they have stuff like that happening.
Yeah.
I didn't think about Zelda, but I could see that it's kind of like
Here's
a
what
Zelda,
I think
but a
about
little
Zelda,
hybrid.
just the exploration
Yeah.
aspect, the way
Yeah.
the way it looks like the enemy encounters work. It just Zelda.
Well,
Obviously,
an odd world.
Remains to be seen if they're going to cheat it as a franchise like that. But
Joe, I just want you to know they do treat it as a franchise. It's an odd world.
Okay, Christian.
That's for later.
You're trying to
and I,
segue.
and I do
Darius, wait. Give me your 2 cents on it.
Wait, this is a sequel to Oddworld?
No,
No.
No, it's not.
Nah, it's not. He's just trying to segue.
Okay. Oh, so I agree with you guys. It looks like it takes many elements from Breath of the Wild, and it also has a very timeless, not childish, but very cartoony animated art style that I'm definitely digging here. Very colorful. It's just, and again, the combat, like you said, the combat looks pretty engaging, pretty thrilling.
Yeah.
I'm definitely digging what I'm seeing here. This is probably one of the best looking games on the list so far.
It just looks like a fun platformer. Like,
Or
just
adventure game.
even
more
better.
so.
That's a better
Yeah.
example. Yeah,
yeah,
adventure game.
Oh, this looks so good. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of. We're all looking forward to it from the looks of it. So
Yeah.
next game that I'm sure we're all looking forward to.
It is.
Is it Odd World?
Goodbye, Volcano High.
I have no clue what this game is supposed to be about, what you're supposed to do. Like,
So-
is this supposed to be like a Telltale game?
It looks like a
You're
Life is
people?
Strange game. Yeah.
Yeah, where you're supposed to be one of the people and you're just going through trying to change life. If this was that, then I would know what I'm
Oh,
getting
gosh.
into. But I have no clue what I'm supposed to be doing.
The furries are gonna have a field day with this one.
Yeah.
Hey, there's no kink shaming here.
Fine.
And stuff.
But no, seriously. Regardless, I mean, I'll say this. I do like that the art style looks pretty clean for the most part. Like it looks like a cool cartoon. But I just get Life is Strange vibes from it. Just the scenario.
Oh, yeah.
Heavy.
You're right.
It looks like a show.
And
Looks like I'm not-
and I can't, and like Joe said, I can't tell whether or not if it's gonna be like some type of game like I just said, or if it's like some type of musical game, because it looks like you're in a band and that might be like a big vocal point in it. I don't know. But funny enough, it took me a minute to realize that it was like a type of anamorphic dinosaur thing, and then that explained why there's like a literal meteor.
It took you a
that's in
minute
the
to
title.
realize that? You couldn't see that when you saw it?
At first, when I was looking at it, I thought they were just like.
A real ugly produced.
I thought at first they were either demons or aliens, and then like as we went further through, I was able to start to see the traits of dinosaur going through.
I can see why you would think that.
And
They don't
Yeah.
really look like dinosaurs.
yeah, but I don't know. I can't say nothing about it other than looks cool.
Wait
as
a minute.
Cartoon.
Is that the librarian from an extremely goofy movie? That's her. Oh, that's a good. The little pink-looking dog thing. That's okay. Moving on.
I
Sorry.
would have to look at it. All right. Next game. Christian, go ahead.
Get it over with. No, I'm kidding.
What you mean, man? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oddworld Soulstorm.
Oh, I thought that's what we were talking about, man. Odd world.
No.
It's an odd world. but Odd World definitely it's fucking weird, but
It's always
for
been
some
weird.
reason I want to play it.
Odds in the title. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
odds in the title, but for some reason I want to play it.
yeah, it's a nice challenging based game.
Yeah,
like-
you're trying to
Like-
make all the enemies. I mean, not the enemies. The your clan, or well, I guess they're a clan.
Yeah,
all
it's a
survive,
race. Yeah,
and you have to protect your people and guide them.
Yeah.
You have to basically be a good leader.
yeah. Look, yeah. Lead
It's,
him into the odd world.
go ahead,
As,
Joe.
Okay, I'm done.
as
No
you
more.
guys can tell, we all enjoy platformers here. So having Art World come back and have it be more of an actiony platform, we're all down for that.
Yeah,
I think it looks good. Seems like the PS5 is really putting on the adventure / platforming
yeah,
games, which I enjoy. That's what the original PlayStation was about: platformers and RPGs.
yeah. It had a nice balance. It wasn't just solely shooters and whatnot.
So I'm glad that returned.
Darius, you see a little bit of it.
You know, this franchise has been around for a long time, and I just remember even as a kid, I was completely turned off by the characters, just how incredibly ugly they are, and it just never looked like a fun platformer that I would ever want to play. And honestly, and I know, like, objectively, I guess they're good games. I don't know. I'm sure a few of them are better than others, but just overall, it's just, I don't know, something about it grosses me out too much, and I don't
I can understand.
find it appealing.
I can understand to a degree why you would say that. I mean, like, just looking at the characters,
You hate
they're
these
ugly.
people.
I mean,
Yeah.
what else is to say? They're ugly. But it's
You
about
not the holder.
Well,
You're ugly.
I'd be never mind.
the journey is what's the most fun about the game. But it all comes down to people's preference at the end of the day.
I prefer them to not look like this, but I don't have a say in that.
Very true.
So,
None of us do.
Fine.
And I don't think they could.
Charm that they are.
And I don't think they could make it better without just changing the design altogether. So, on that note, Ghostwire. This game was presented, I think, apparently last year. I thought it was 2 years ago that was presented. Ghostwire. We got like a little trailer, but we didn't like get like actual gameplay. This time though, we actually got to see gameplay. What do y'all think about it, or do y'all want me to go first?
I can go. The gameplay is more actiony than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more horror focused.
Yes.
This seems way more action focused than
What
than I
was
thought.
originally presented. Yeah. Like it looks like they're almost. It's no offense to the developers of this game, but it almost looks to me like they're trying to do some type of fast horror / gameplay similar to like Doom. But with ghosts, and that doesn't have to be a bad thing. I'm cool with the action being fast and stuff, but like Joe, I was originally assuming it was gonna be like really focused on trying to like scare you rather than just have you just like really be in that shit. So,
Does anyone else get Bioshock from the powers that they were using?
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Just like Asian style.
Yeah, the
Bioshock.
fire and the electric. This reminds me of the Atom. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's still some scare, slightly moments that I can probably see being scary. The way the enemies attack, but all in all, it looks like a action shooter / fighter type of game. I don't know. Christian, did you see it?
I did actually. You know how I feel about first-person view games, but I gotta say, it looks pretty badass.
Okay. Yeah.
Explain to the people how you feel about first-person view games.
Well, I just don't like first-person games like that. Like I rather see my characters' interactions and see them move instead of me like freaking looking at hands and weapons and shit. Like the only time I really like play first-person games like that is if I'm playing Halo. That's literally it. But even that's limited because Team PlayStation.
You don't talk about it.
We Team PlayStation.
We already did, Joe. It's interesting that you bring that up, Christian, because that's gonna be something I'm gonna ask you about later on for another game.
And I already know what game you're talking.
But for now, we're still going down the list.
Yeah.
Next game is Jet Far From Shore. Let me say right now, I saw this game. The beginning, I was like, okay, I guess this is gonna be like a indie game, and it looks like it's gonna be dealing with interacting with people. But then it like completely shifted to like a whole different type of gameplay. This looks like it's trying to be kind of like Journey and Abzu, but with a ship and traveling the galaxy. That's what it looks like. Looking for a place to help civilization survive, because apparently Earth is dying or something like that.
So apparently, No Man's Sky Part 2. No, I'm just kidding.
That's what a lot of people said too.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Like, I got No Man's Sky vibes, but it didn't actually show you doing anything. Which again, No Man's Sky vibes.
Yeah.
But I don't know what's going on, so I can't really tell you how I feel about it.
You in America, buddy.
Darius, I don't even know if you actually saw it, but
yeah, I mean, I don't
Go ahead.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
That's the issue. Like, that's the same issue that I had. Like, I'm not trying to downplay the game, but like it's hard to get a grasp on what exactly I should be expecting besides flying on a jet.
It's a cinematic action adventure game, and that's all I apparently know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold my opinions until we see more, but right now I have no opinions.
Fair enough.
I have no thoughts.
I think that's pretty much the same for most of us.
I don't like the way they spelled jet, I can tell you that.
Did I even say the game right? Jet Far From Shore?
No, it's The Far Shore.
Jet, okay, thank you. Jet far from shore.
No, The Far Shore.
The far. I still fucked it up. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, we don't know what the fuck is happening in the game. So we're moving on to the next game. So next game is Godfall. Anyone want to start?
Well, I like it. From what I've seen, I'm going to like it. I like melee-based combat games. It's made by Gearbox, which is, if I'm not mistaken, the Borderlands guys, and they make other stuff too. But from what I like it, I like fast-paced melee combat.
I feel like the music in it was very off-putting to the combat. But I mean, that's promotional base. But like, when I was hearing the shit, obviously I got copyright for that. But when I was hearing that shit, I was just like, yo, like, this game is looking pretty cool, but could they not have chosen something that was more fitting? Like, I'm all for having some rap music in a game and stuff, but like, if it doesn't really fit the setting that well, I don't see a point to really go adding stuff.
That's not the game music, though.
I know. I'm talking about, though, in terms of how they promoted it. Like I'm saying, the game looks fun, though. I like that scene where you see that there's like some, I think, attributes or special armor can have certain attributes that let you have like multiple swords like flying around you, and you can like send them at the enemies and stuff. It looks like it could be a real fun co-op fighting
video game.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Video game. Yeah.
Oh, who's going next?
Christian, did you see it yet, or do you want Darius to go?
Darius can go.
Yeah. Sean, you're completely right. That music ruins the trailer, so it's a much better trailer when you mute it. Frame rate looks great. As you can tell, I'm a stickler when it comes to silky smooth frame rates. Yeah. So I feel like it makes the gameplay so much better. Like, it feels better. So I don't necessarily see myself going out of my way to play this game, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. There's a lot of color, though.
Yeah,
I really appreciate that.
I'm
glad we're at a period, like a day and age, where we're moving away from the browns and the grays, and we're actually embracing the fact that color exists in mature video games.
Yeah, I was getting pretty tired of the gritty. Like, no offense, I like the game, but Gears of War and a lot of other games.
I wonder if that has to do with the success of games like Overwatch and Fortnite. I mean, those aren't like mature games, but they're like popular games. They're accessible games, and I guess I feel like ever since then they've been, realizing that we can actually add color and still make it look good. But I think visually it's very, very appealing. I don't know what's going on in terms of like plot and like I guess presentation.
No one really does either. The game for games like that, it seems like it's just going to be the gameplay that speaks for itself.
Yeah. So, but in terms of gameplay, it looks very, very fun. So we'll see.
Christian,
I mean, a lot of these games could very well end up like shit. So keep that in mind. Sorry, just had to add that.
No, you're not wrong. I mean, it's true. It's happened many times.
Oh yeah.
Next game, real quick. Solar Ash, because we got a couple more games to get through. Solar Ash.
That's the journey. That's the one I got. The journey.
That game looks real trippy
vibes.
and fun. It's based from the creators who made Drifter. I never played the game, but I did watch someone that I'm subscribed to play it, and I thought it was a pretty cool looking game. And I like that they're going into a more 3D play style for this one, from what seems to be the look of like some gameplay in the game, because you can see the character like skate off and start to like platform and stuff to other areas. Looks like you're gonna have a weapon similar to the Drifter, funny enough. I mean, the stories might be connected. Who knows? But it looks fun. Looks like a nice little trippy game to play.
Yeah, like I said, journey / Abzu vibe. It's game looks like it's looks beautiful art direction wise. I probably wouldn't play it unless someone gave it to me, but that's just not my type of game that I play.
That's fair to say. There's. I know you're probably still watching it.
It's pretty.
Christian, did you see it yet?
What, Solar Ash?
Yeah.
I did not see it.
Okay.
But I am looking at it right now, and it looks interesting. It reminds me of that what's that ninja game? That Indies ninja game for the PlayStation 4. What was it? It wasn't Origami. Yeah, it was some type of ninja game for the PlayStation 4. It was an indie game.
Did you play as like multiple of four ninjas? Like there was a boy ninja and a girl and a. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think you just play as one person. It looked cool. It looked really interesting. So not bad at all.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So now's your game, Christian.
Now it's my game.
Yeah. The next game is your game.
Is it?
Yeah, bald head.
Oh,
you got a bald head.
I didn't know this, but yeah, Hitman 3.
It's not exact. Hitman is not exactly my game. Like I'll play it, but it's just like I don't know. Sometimes the Hitman, the way the character move can be kind of stiff. At least in my opinion.
That makes it fun. When you die.
But ain't no way. I'm sorry, man, but if I'm sitting up there dodging bullets and I'm trying to kill my my target, I'm not gonna be speed walking. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be rolling, dodging, and hiding behind something.
That's why you're not a hitman.
Like
the point of the game is mostly stealth.
Yeah, but there are points in the game where you get caught. That's what I'm saying. Like
yeah.
Sometimes the game could sometimes like the character movement's kind of stiff, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, but Hitman's still cool and all. It's just I don't know. I'm still debating if I want it or not.
I
We
like.
didn't see any gameplays.
I think we saw a little bit of gameplay. They were showing them him climbing up the tower and then getting in
Yeah, but
position
that's
to
just him
snipe.
climbing. Some shit.
But like the you can take a little from that. It looks like there's gonna be. I mean, like I might be looking too deep into it, but it looks like there's like a type of scale to the game in terms
There's
of.
always been that though.
Has there?
Yeah, you can always climb stuff.
No, I'm talking about like you see like where like that scene is taking place and like you're going up like a huge tower, like I for all I know, like yeah, it can all just take place up there and like you just cut into a point where you see him climbing up the side of the tower and stuff. But like if you can like interact from the bottom to the top, I think that's like a huge improvement in terms of what you were able to like explore and do to pull off the assassinations in the game. So I don't know. I'm not a huge Hitman fan myself. Funny enough, even Jazz, she was saying that something that she misses from the Hitman games is apparently there's not enough like silly moments that you can like utilize, like being able to kill somebody in an ice cream man suit and shit. Like,
Yeah.
there's some key things that she feels was missing, and she's hoping that it'll be back for this game. But yeah, all in all, looks good. This is a small one. Did anyone notice that they showed us a little view of the PS5 UI for when you at least start up the game?
Yeah, for Astro's Playroom, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what was
Yeah,
it?
I mean-
No.
Are we talking about Astro now?
We're getting there.
Oh.
Yeah, it says press the PS button on your controller and it goes into Astro's Playroom.
No, but didn't you see like you know how PlayStation starts up and then you see like the little thing telling you to push the PlayStation button to.
Yeah, and then it goes into Astro's Playroom. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't see that. I just saw. What did you see on the screen while that was up? Did you see like gold and like some dust and stuff?
Dust and dust.
Yeah.
Under your controller, and then you got the PlayStation 7 when it goes into Astro's Playroom.
Okay. I guess I just didn't notice that it was a transition into that. I thought it just brought up Astro's Playground right after, but
Yeah, it has the PlayStation Studios logo and then the Astro's Playroom.
okay. Oh, cool. So yeah, going into Astro then. I put Astro twice. I don't know why I did that.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask about that.
Yeah, Astro's Playground is just this little robot. I guess you could say mascot for PlayStation. Is it?
Yeah.
Or is that pushing too much? Wait. Hold up, Joe. You sounded like Data just now. Say that one more time.
Sounded like said he came around for the PS4. Now he's back.
Okay, cool. You sound good. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in Astrobot Rescue Mission. Oh wait, no, yeah, Astrobot Rescue Mission.
I think that was a VR game.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he was there
also
before that,
for
too.
The PSI, yeah. You got the PlayStation.
Right,
Eye.
that's right.
Yeah.
I remember that. E3.
Yeah. Look, I mean, looks cool, I guess, but nothing I'm too impressed with. It just looks like they gave him his own little platform 3D adventure game.
Yeah.
Nothing too much to say on it.
Not really.
So, moving on, Little Devil.
Yeah, they showed a lot of indie games here.
They did, didn't they?
These what seems like indie games.
So, Little Devil. My initial thoughts was like a solo Monster Hunter type of game, and then I saw deeper and looks like it's gonna be like a cinematic type of story-driven game. Not that there's a gameplay. There's plenty of like action gameplay that I've seen in certain moments. I don't know how much of it is playable, but for the portions that obviously look playable, it looked like a pretty fun game to play, with a slight mix of comedy thrown in there, because it looks like it's transitioning between the adventurer and the butler who watches over everything. What did any of y'all think? Joe, you saw it, right? Little Devil.
Yeah, I saw it. I think it's an indie game. Not sure how much you're playing as who and what you're actually doing, like what's playable, because a lot of it seems like it's a cutscene.
Yeah.
So it's hard to tell what's you're actually controlling and what you're not. But interesting concept.
Great. Oh, go ahead, Darius.
It reminds me of Horizon for some reason. I don't know. Maybe all these games have like a similar look. I'm starting to realize, but I mean, some elements have that Horizon adventurous Breath of the Wild thing going on, and then you have this, I guess, segment or part of the game where you're like in the city. I guess that's the butler's part of the game. I'm just I don't know how that works. Maybe they explained it, but
they didn't.
Yeah, I'm just
not yet.
Okay.
Literally, my opinions are just based off what I saw in that trailer that you're watching now. So
yeah, I'm curious as to see what that's all about, because they're like jarringly different.
Yeah.
But like I said before, in other games, it looks like a fun adventure game.
Yeah.
The art style is very interesting. It's like, can't tell if there's a lot of like deeper sort of like geometry.
Wait, Darius, stop for a second. All right, now say it again. You was digitizing.
Oh, okay. The art style looks really good.
Okay.
Very cartoony. Very giving me like Paper Mario vibes, or like the recent Paper Mario.
It does look like it has like a type of origami / paper look to
like
it.
Paper craft. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this turns out.
Yeah. All right. So that's our opinions on Little Devil. This is gonna be a quick one. NBA 2K21 Sweat.
Ooh, I have a lot to say about this.
Yeah, they're making another 2K that's coming out in fall. Whoa, just know that.
Yeah.
I will say that obviously that wasn't gameplay footage, but if that was in-engine footage of the game, it does look good graphically.
It does. Graphically. That's the only thing usually.
I have no gameplay critique, like if it improved anything gameplay wise, because it's been showing you gameplay.
Yeah. I haven't played 2K in probably 4 games now, and that's because I always felt like the gameplay wasn't really getting stepped up, or if anything, whenever it got a step up, it would lack in so much more in another area. So like I said, Sweat looks amazing. They always have to show how much better they can get with the sweat in the game, each and every game.
Remember Gatorade when you can sweat colors? Those commercials.
Yeah, I missed that.
They could probably pull that off for sure in this game, if they wanted to do a commercial.
I'll be willing to go through testing to be able to sweat colors.
I know, I miss sweating colors.
So let's go ahead and move on before we start sponsoring
sweat
Gatorade. This is another quick one, and I think might be indie also. Bug Snacks. Let me tell you, when I saw this game, I was so confused on what exactly was happening. At first, I thought it was going to be some type of adventure game, I guess, but it looks to be some type of sim / I don't even know what to necessarily call it. There's a theme for customizing your character to make you look like food parts, and that's all I can really get from it. And there's little games that you can play and stuff. Joe, go ahead.
I mean, your bugs that happen to be fruit and other food. I got nothing, bro. I got Animal Crossing vibes from it.
I will
Really?
lie. I
Except
got a
with-
little. I can see a little bit of that, but
Except
like,
with bug food.
like the game just really threw me off. The music and everything. Nothing wrong with the music and stuff. It's just I was trying to decipher what was happening, and that's all. Literally, what I said is all I can really gain from it. I know you're looking at it now, Darius, but what do you think? So far?
Is this a PS5 game?
Yeah,
It's kind of ugly.
you can see some jagged lines, huh?
A lot.
Yeah, I noticed it too. I was gonna go ahead and give them the benefit of the doubt of either it's an art style they're still working on, or if it's still in the oven. I don't know, but it seems to be
When
coming
it comes
out
out the
2020.
when it comes out of it, straight in the trash.
That's right.
You heard that, despite the data, you know that it comes
Despite
out
the data.
Yeah, you would datafy it for a second.
Oh, God damn it. As soon as it comes out the oven, it's going straight in the trash. Next.
But for now, Demon Souls. Joe, go.
I am ready to go back to Boletaria. I am ready to fight the Tower Knight again. I am ready to be in the fucking Tower of Latria again. As soon as I saw that motherfucker dangling from that dragon, I was fucking in. Blue Point's making it. They made the Shadow of the Colossus remake, so I trust them wholeheartedly. Everything I've seen looks good. Gameplay, don't care. I trust them.
Repeat that last part.
So they didn't show any gameplay. I don't trust them.
One more time.
Like everything I saw from it.
Okay. Yeah, I personally only played Demon Souls once ever, and I mean I didn't really get to get much out of it. I only can go off of what other people have said, which is that it needed a little more work, which is obvious. It's the first game in the series, so you know obviously not everything's gonna be clean cut. They had a direction that they were taking, and they brought that over to Dark Souls and all of these other series that have come out following that. That said, apparently Blue Point has a lot of accreditation to them with the fact that they have almost never really screwed up with any game that they've had to help remake. So next game, Deathloop. So if you didn't know about the game, it was presented also last year. It was showcasing a black guy and a black woman, and they apparently are stuck in a continuous battle that doesn't end, where they keep killing each other. And when one of them dies, they come back to life, like they respawn or whatever at a beach or whatever. At least from this trailer, that's what it sounds like. What happens, and yeah, you use that knowledge to go ahead and do better the next time around, and it's a battle between assassins using time. So it looks pretty cool.
Deathloop, it looked interesting. Bethesda, so you know, it could be really good or it could be really glitchy. So find out.
Also true, due to their back history. Kind of looks like it. Well, I don't know. Was Christian? Were you interested in the game to any degree? Deathloop.
Yeah, he said it was interesting.
Okay.
He said he was interested.
Alright.
Sparked his interest.
And there's. Well, what about you?
It looks like a first-person shooter.
It is.
It is.
Like they're trying to look like they're trying to go GoldenEye type.
Yeah,
vibe.
I got that vibe also. But yeah, that's Deathloop. So now for another huge game, Resident Evil 8 Village.
Like everything I saw. Looks creepy, scary, scary. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. I don't really have any issues with it either. Besides the fact that that frame rate looked terrible in it. It looked like it was running at like 15 frames. But once again, they said that there was a possibility that the frame rates might be.
Yeah, I think that was just based on the stream mostly. But it's clearly not finished. It's still in the oven.
Yeah, we
but
won't
they're
be
just letting
seeing
us
that.
know that they're making it, and I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For the longest time, we was wondering about that because there was so many rumors about this Village game for Resident Evil, but we weren't sure if it was going to be a next line title or if it was going to be another spin-off. But it's the next line title, and on top of that, what's crazy about it is that it deals with Ethan, which I didn't think that he would be coming back, honestly. Like, if anything, maybe he'd have like a cameo, even though we never saw his face. But I'm surprised that they're going back to Ethan. What I wanted to talk to Christian about was that it seems like they're going to be doing first person again, obviously, since they're following the similar aspect of Resident Evil 7 did. So, Christian.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give your 2 cents on Resident Evil 8.
Resident Evil 8 definitely caught me by surprise. Not as far as the trail, not as far as them announcing it, because I knew that was coming. But certain character doing, pulling off some next shit. Now as far as the first person aspect of the game, like I said, I like character. I like seeing my characters interact. I don't like looking at hands. Mm-hmm. Looking through their view. I'm already seeing their point of view, but in third person, I'm just seeing their character and their body in general, So, but as far as Resident Evil 8, I'm sorry, I said 7. As far as Resident Evil 8, I definitely probably will have to put aside the fact that I don't like first-person view games like that, and just deal with it. But I definitely can see myself enjoying the game. Okay. It's just that one small thing where the game is in first person is my pet peeve.
Understandable. They kind of messed around with that with Resident Evil 3 remake at the beginning. In the beginning, made you do that, but I think that was just to like give you, like, they're trying to make you feel like more like the character in that moment and connect you with that character more, just for that beginning segment at least, because they didn't do it again really until like towards the end for like one part. So yeah, there's I don't know how big into horror games you are, but did you get to see it?
Yeah, it definitely looks scary.
Yeah.
I like Resident Evil. I think 4 is the only one I really enjoyed.
That's for a lot of people.
Yeah. But I'll play this one.
Yeah, it's a little weird to see that they're straying even more from zombies, but at the same time that this is,
they haven't been with zombies since 3.
Exactly. Yeah.
Really.
I mean, like, they've become cults and
it's been more biological.
Yeah.
Well, it's always been biological,
but like more hidden than actually showcased on the outside. At least until you shoot them in the head a couple of times, and they turn into a tentacle head. But that's all another story.
Been more parasites and mold, other things.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what we have to say about Resident Evil 8. Looks pretty good. Primata. I'm sorry, Darius. I know that you're trying to utilize
add an
whatever,
age or something for no reason.
But I screwed up the name in the thing.
Sorry.
It looked like a Kojima game at first to me. When I first saw the beginning, I was like, looks like another Kojima game. But then came to find out, not only was it not? But it was made by Capcom too, and there's some interesting stuff that happened in that little trailer, but also don't really have much to say on it because it's not coming out to 2021, I think, or 2022.
22.
Yeah.
Cool trailer. Didn't really show gameplay. Not coming out till 2022, so reserving judgment.
Exactly. Christian, anything you want to say on it? Or are you in the same realm as us?
Good talk.
And Darius, I'm not going to necessarily put you through it.
Yeah, I've got nothing to say.
Yeah. So, moving on. Horizon 2 Forbidden West. We finally got the reveal for the game. A lot of people was suspecting that they'd make that be a launch title. Is it a launch title? It's not, right?
We don't know.
We don't know yet. Okay. Well, game looks gorgeous. We didn't get to... I think there was only one segment that looked like gameplay, but everything else was trailer based. I think I really will enjoy this game. I didn't really get too deep into Horizon 1. I got like halfway through and I ended up not finishing it. Only because there was a lot of games around during that time. I really should go back and finish it, even though I already know how it ends. But I like that you're going to be able to travel to a lot of different environments from the looks of things, and exploration looks like it's going to be expanded on a lot more. And the bigger threat seems to be getting more it seems like we're going to be getting a lot more information on that, so looks cool. Joe?
Yeah, pretty much it. Looks beautiful. The first game was really good. Like you, I did not finish it. Me too. I saw a robot crocodile in it.
Yeah.
Or alligator. It could be an interior crocodile alligator.
The world may never know until it comes out. But regardless, yeah, we both can agree it looks pretty good. Darius?
I really love the hermit crabs.
Yeah.
I get a kick out of those guys.
Did you get a kick out of them eating that little boil off of the fish?
Yeah.
Well said.
Everything else looks good. Everything checks out. It's
Yeah.
definitely Horizon.
We just need more info on it.
Yeah.
Just like Pandemic. Well, I'm not going to say
Pragmata.
Primata. It just didn't show any game. It didn't really show any gameplay. So like we need that gameplay to really give a full, real judgment. But
Otherwise, it's just a teaser.
Yeah. Essentially. So, yeah.
That looks good. From the looks of it, I believe that was the Golden Gate Bridge I saw.
Oh, did you see that? I'm gonna have to look at it again. But that's cool. That's cool that if that's where the area it's like somewhat taking place in. So that was all the games, and of course PlayStation finally went ahead and revealed what the PlayStation 5 looks like. It looks like the girl robot from WALL-E for me, but at the same time it looks futuristic and pretty cool. It also looks like a router. Found out that it looks that it's apparently gonna be like at least 5 GameCubes tall.
I don't know about 5.
Almost 5.
That's a lot of GameCube. That's really tall.
Yeah, I don't know about 5.
Like, I can send y'all a picture of it if y'all really want to see.
I mean, you could be right.
You could be, but like I said, 5 seems. I don't know.
I don't know either. But I mean,
Well, I will say it's even bigger than the original Xbox One, and that thing was a monster. So you could be right. It's a big boy, and it's not going to fit in my entertainment center. That's for sure.
that's what I was saying. Like, it looks like you're gonna have to like make some real adjustments. This thing's probably gonna be sitting on my new desk that I get for my PC. and it's probably just gonna be sitting right next to it.
This joint's gonna be sitting on the floor. Like,
Well, what about you, Joe?
I would like to have an all black version, or at least a different colorway that's other than white, so I don't have to worry about obsessively cleaning a lot. Just show all the dust and then just show a bunch of dust, reprint all this stuff. So, yeah, that's really all I'm concerned about. Colors.
Okay. Now that I think about it, you don't really have like an area where you necessarily like have a specific setup for your consoles. So I guess the size doesn't really matter too much. Yeah. So yeah, for it.
okay, I don't know what happened. All right, so yeah, I agree with everything you guys said. It looks like a router. It's it's not. The color is not ideal in my opinion. However, I will say this. I will give it to Sony for trying something that's out of the norm for what you expect from a modern, device, I guess, modern technology. I respect that. I appreciate that. However, I don't think it was executed perfectly. It kind of comes off as one of those fan-made mock-ups that you would see on.
Yeah.
That I appreciate that they're not just sticking to that modern aesthetic where it's just a very simplistic box, you know,
like the past ones.
Yeah. Well, at the same time, like Sony never really created or just stuck with that, very sterile, simplistic look. With the PS4, like you had a whole eraser looking thing.
Yeah, very true.
And with the PS4 Pro, you had 3 layers of cake, so they try to do something different. Yet at the same time, they try to make sure it's still like simple, clean, and what's the word I'm looking for? I forget the word, but basically, yeah.
Well established.
Not really.
I know. I'm just throwing it out there.
Minimalist. Yes.
Minimalistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't hate it though. I don't hate the design.
Yeah, I don't hate it either.
But I definitely see the issues that people are having with it. Now that's just the design. Like when it comes to the size, like that's a whole nother beast.
That and also the price.
And we don't
even know the price yet. And apparently there was an interview that was talking about it, and basically they were saying that they're prioritizing, which I have no problem necessarily with, but they're prioritizing they're prioritizing that it'll be worth the value. They're not really focused on how much that it'll cost. They're more focused on that you're getting everything for the price that you're paying for it, which I found pretty interesting as a choice. I just sent y'all a picture of what was revealed so far of the PlayStation 5 pick and stuff. But yeah.
Well, the GameCubes are taller.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
They are.
But it's
by like.
You said why?
No, I said yeah, they are. Yeah. But that just gives us a general idea of how.
But it's like 3.5 GameCubes.
Yeah.
So pretty close enough.
Yeah. So
it's big. It's very big. Digital versus physical. I guess my question is, which version are you going to get?
I gotta get physical. Well, I know that we're diving into a realm where these companies are really trying to just stay in the digital realm, but I've always enjoyed having a physical copy in my hand.
Yeah.
And if I can avoid buying something digital, I usually will. With what's happening in the world right now, most of us have been getting games digital for the most part. unless there's those that take the trip to go to GameStop to get it. But all in all, yes, physical.
But I am still waiting to hear about backwards compatibility.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
That's a must.
And what's going to be backwards compatible and what's not, if they're doing it.
Right.
well, Christian, do you have anything to say?
Good
All
talk.
right then. Well, I think that's gonna be it for this snack session, as we call it, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe, or give your input on what you'd like to see in future discussion videos that we do.
A comment in the comment section.
Yes, we read the comments, and we appreciate any input that you give us. But as always, this is the Lunchbox. We're a crew, and we'll always...
We eat lunch.
No, we'll always stay lunching. Come on, man. Y'all gotta get this down pack. Catch y'all later.
Peace.